Boom. So I'm gonna walk out through this whole thing of me learning this stuff, bro, because it's kind of working. So here we go. When I first got the bike completely stocked, obviously I have a house with some land. So to ride and I went. Well, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna mess up my grass. Well, you see how that went. Corners and whoops is where you can make up a whole lot of time. So that's what we need to be the fastest at, because we're obviously not gonna be the fastest at the jumps right now because it takes a lot of technique, come to find out. So I have these corners. This is a pretty tight corner, as you can see. And this ain't, I mean, they're starting to get some ruts now, but it's pretty flat. So you have to really learn to control the bike, and it's with the acid coming out. And I feel like it's really taught me to control the bike. I don't know, I've never had a coach or nothing, but this is just from like what I'm trying and what's relaying to the track. Because the corners are my best thing on the track, and it helps because at the track we got big berms, and right here I'm just pushing at nothing, like I'm creating my own. And this is real wet right here, so this is good practice. It's already wiped out right there because there's going to be corners like that at the track. So basically I'm trying to make it to where I practice on the shittiest conditions possible, so that at the track it can only be better. Because the track conditions this last weekend is like, it was the same track, completely different feeling. So that's definitely something that I want to do. I'm gonna ride in the pouring down rain, to just practice in the worst of environments, so that once I get on the track and it's dry, it's a whole different ball game. It's just easier. And then, so you have an option here. It's just a bunch of quick turns, you know, to get your body used to. Cause see, I'll come out of this hard right, boom, bust a left, and then boom, bust a hard right as fast as I can possibly go. Obviously without losing the bike. This corner right here, it's like a real sloppy corner. Because obviously it's not gonna be the exact same as the track, but I'm just trying to simulate the bike kind of losing control a little bit and learning what to do to bring it back. Because that's what happened a lot. Besides my stamina is number one. That's why, because once I get tired, I can't keep the bike up. But two is learning how to get yourself out of the mess that you got yourself in. I feel like, mind you, I might be telling complete bullshit lies, but for me and what I'm learning and teaching myself, I feel like that would be a helpful advantage. And then, so I'm just walking around showing y'all basically the setup of what I have that I'm working with here. This is just one side. On the other side, I have a little bit different setup, but all my turns are over here. It's just better, flatter dirt. So right here, we come from the backside, haul ass. We can haul ass in the trees, right? Or we can come right here like a hole shot, break down, get down a second, rip out of there, and then rip. And then sometimes I'll go back in the trees and come out around because it's all wet right there. So I get it coming from two different angles. Or I'll do a real hard right, boom, left, boom, right. And it's just throwing the bike back and forth, getting it used to losing traction and, you know, getting it used to where it's underneath you, like kind of like a bull, I guess, where you're knowing what to do to keep it from wrecking out. But I'm gonna get over here to the other side of the track, and I'll be right back. So we can come from around the well house. I want to show y'all this part real quick because I just like it. But you come through here, and it's got this real deep rut I've dug. Eventually, it's gonna get real bad, and I'm gonna till all this up and let it redo it. But it's a nasty little rut. Can't really tell kind of how deep it is. Yeah, you can kind of see. But what that has done is sometimes it'll mimic like a bigger rut, and it'll kick my back end out. Because I'll come around here and my front tire will be on the inside. And so it'll like bring the ass in out. So it kind of teaches me like how to react if I don't get all the way in the right rut, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And you got the front tire and the back tire in a different rut, and it kind of mimics to like what you would have to react to keep from just falling, I guess. Because it's all about reacting, I feel like, with these dirt bikes, because you can never fucking 100% know what they're going to do, because you got a lot of power just ripping up dirt. So it's like, wow. So it's learning how to react to what the bike is doing, I feel like, is another like big key. And that only comes from seat time, because you're only gonna know what the bike will do in so many different situations about riding it. So let me shut up, get back to riding. I'll get y'all some videos.